Greetings, 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 greetings. Greetings and great rising. Greetings and great rising. Good afternoon or good evening. Wherever you are in your day, wherever you are on your journey, baby. Welcome, 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 and welcome back. For those that are new here, my name is Robin, the creatrix of Amethyst and Clover, coming to you with some thoughts and some feelings on my new tarot deck. Not mine personally. I bought the bitch, baby. I bought it. Ashe, Ashe. The Antique Blacks of Rootworker's Tarot by Dogon Krieger. Look at that box. Can we get into it? Ashe, Ashe. When I saw that deck, I had to have it. It said a Rootworker's Tarot. I am a root worker in the sense of I work with my ancestors. I work with your ancestors, baby. I work with our ancestors. I'm the type of reader. I'm the type of coach. I am the type of person that loves to get to the root of every situation. Let's chop it up. Let's get into it. Let's dig into it. Whatever we're going to do, let's make it count. Let's get down to the root. I don't like to stay on top. I don't like to stay on the surface. I want to get to the meat and potatoes. Let's get to the root of it all. So that way when we take what we need and leave the rest, once it's done, it's done. Ashe. There's no confusion. There's no more, waiting for that cycle to bang back around, baby. Yeah. So when I saw that, I was like, oh yeah, I need that. Plus, it is fly. Look at that. It has that gold metallic writing on there. I know some people feel a certain type of way about that, but baby, in this day and age, everybody feels a certain type of way about something. Not the kid though. She loves this deck. Ashe, Ashe. It comes with a magnetic box, and it gives you an idea of what the type of cards we're dealing with. It has 2 slots for the deck, and I know some people feel a certain type of way about the deck being separated like that. I personally do not have a problem with that. Ashe, Ashe. But if for those that do, don't let that stop you. It's tons of, bags and, sachets that you can just put it right on in. Ashe, Ashe. Yes. It is an investment. I spent about $93 on it. The deck itself cost $80, and it was $13 for shipping and handling. I did get it relatively quick. It took 3 days for me to get it, which I thought was dope. I did not have to wait long for this deck. I am super excited, and I love that. I love that aspect of it. Ashe, Ashe. It definitely comes with the guidebook. And it says the official guidebook because there is a PDF that comes along with it. You'll see the symbols down at the bottom. The arms are the swords. The roots are the pentacles. The lights are the fire. And the jars are water. Ashe, Ashe. Baby, these cards though. This is the back of the deck. It looks just like the box. The cardstock is nice. It's not too thick. It's not too thin. As you can see, there's a little bit of give here. So you can riffle shuffle, but this is one deck that I definitely will not. I did try to riffle shuffle, did not have a problem, but I feel like over time it would probably like lose its shape or whatever. I'm not, too big on that. Like, it really doesn't make a difference to me. But baby, when you're paying $100 for a deck, trust me when I tell you, I'm not going to do anything that's going to take this out of the beautiful, crisp, and clean shape that it's in. I want to keep it as pristine as I can. Yes. So I'm just showing you a couple of cards. I'm not going to show you everything because I'm encouraging you to go out and get this deck for yourself. The energy is so potent and powerful, and honestly it's very magnetic. Like, it drew me in immediately. I do encourage everyone to clean, cleanse, and consecrate their decks, regardless of what they come with or what they say. You definitely want to get all energies off so that way you can imprint your energy on it, and then your deck can work specifically with you and your energy. Ashe, Ashe. So yeah, this is such a beautiful, beautiful deck. It is clean. It is crisp. It has a soft velvety, petally, you know, like roses feel to it. The words are in gold. Ashe, Ashe. Each card, if it has any type of roots, you know, herbs, it does make reference to those in the guidebook. Baby, listen. And this is a deck that I will not be using in the traditional manner. This is a deck that I will be using intuitively. It speaks to me. And I don't want to do it injustice or disservice. Come through, Papa like, but I ye bo. Come through by just reducing it down to a traditional tarot reading. And this is exactly what I've been looking for. Ashe, Ashe. I just love it. You know, I'm so excited to work this deck and, you know, really dig into it and get to know it on a deeper scale. It gets, I mean, look at that. And you don't have to be a part of the ATRs, the African traditional religions. You don't have to be a hoodoo worker. You don't have to be a root worker of any kind. This deck is designed with the Rider-Waite-Smith tradition in it. And honestly, that is my only negative in regards to this deck. The only one in regards to this deck. And I'm going to share with you in a minute why. Just want to show you some of the cards that you can see and look forward to in your deck, because I do encourage you, baby, to go ahead and get this. This is by us, for us, because of us, about us. Ashe, Ashe. Y'all already know. I told you I was watching a YouTube video sometime last year, and this lady was like, if you want to see yourself, create the deck. And I was like, well, okay, you know. And I'm glad that she threw that energy out there. I don't remember who she is, but thank you so much. Because since seeing that video, I've been seeing so many melanated beings being on the creative end of the deck. Ashe, Ashe. So yeah, it is definitely worth it in my opinion and my thoughts. Now, as far as the negative that I feel, like I said, my thoughts, my feelings, Ashe. I'm going to read you something. And this is pretty much like the introduction to the official guidebook. And it says, the Antique Blacks Tarot was created over the course of a year and a half by hoodoo practitioner and visual artist Dogon Krieger, to provide a system of divination made specifically for Black root workers and conjurers of various traditions across the African diaspora. That part. That is the only negative. I really didn't understand how it's specifically for us if it's still riding with the Rider-Waite-Smith tradition. That's it. I mean, I get it, you know. Like I said, you don't have to be a root worker. You don't have to practice hoodoo. You don't have to practice voodoo. You don't have to practice the ATRs at all. Baby, you don't even have to be Black. But if you're going to say that this was designed and created specifically for us, you know, in regards to root worker, and you are a root worker or a hoodoo practitioner, that should have been the focus, you know. Not so much the Rider-Waite-Smith. But again, I guess if you're trying to reach your market, because this is an indie deck, independent deck, you know, I'm assuming that Mr. Krieger didn't want to pigeonhole himself. Even though I think that it wouldn't have been a pigeonhole, you know. Just a little bit more in regards to root working or hoodoo, like maybe some history, some knowledge from your perspective, especially when we have so many other decks that are out there talking about hoodoo, voodoo, you know, the Orishas, and the history that they put into it is either very loosely based or heavily inaccurate and just wrong. And when I say wrong, I mean some of the words and some of the language and some of the things that they were saying was unnecessary, to put it mildly. Ashe. So that is my only negative. But since this is geared towards Rider-Waite-Smith, like I said, if you are a tarot reader or if you're looking to get into tarot, you will not have an issue working with this deck, because this deck is following that same tradition. Ashe. To give you an example, it says the suit of roots, the ace of roots, and these are already out of order because, like I said, I've already cleaned, cleansed, consecrated. I already made them mine, and I've already done the interviewing of the deck for this. Ashe. But just to give an example, ace of roots, a hand holds a large root in its open palm. The hand hovers above an open path that leads into the forest. That's it. That's all. Herbs depicted, it says Hydron root. That's it. That's all. The divinational meaning: wealth, good luck, fortune, contentment, open roads, and a path to fulfillment. So very short, very sweet. As you can see, you get about 3 cards per page and just little blurbs. And I feel as though that an opportunity was missed. Honestly, an opportunity was missed. I feel as though that more could have been given, more could have been added, you know, especially being an Aborigine, especially being a melanated being, and you're creating a deck, something that you practice, something that you're passionate about, something that, you know, you want to share with others. And I had a really hard time with that part, you know, and I was like, well, why couldn't there be more? And the more that I started asking that question, the more, you know, it started to become clear to me that Mr. Krieger may have put it and hid it right in plain sight, you know? And I do get that, and I do respect that, because for me, I am a person that loves to study. I am a person that loves to research. I do not have an issue with taking a look at this, knowing that this is Rootworker based, and, you know, just seeing what I see. I see 2 eggs here. I see a lime here. I see some chicken feet. I see a candle that looked like some Russian sage back there, a feather, and a crucifix. So on one end, there wasn't a lot of information to be found in the book. But on the flip side, all of the ingredients, you know, and you don't have to necessarily follow these to the letter, but if you're saying uncrossing, like this card says uncrossing, if you do your research, 9 times out of 10, you'll come up with these ingredients and or others, so that way you can make it your own. Ashe. So with that in mind, not giving me the information in the guidebook is not such a letdown to the point where I'm like, you know, I can't even use this deck, or, you know, no, this deck is definitely getting worked, because again, it's intuitive, and I'm starting to make that connection that that is Mr. Krieger's point. It's intuitive. You know, I can lead you to water, but I can't make you drink. Is a practice, meaning you're going to have to put in the work to practice if you choose to do so. If not, no harm, no foul. You know, you can still get this deck and use it in the traditional sense. You know, so on that level, it's brilliant. As a marketing tool, or as a businessman or business people, yeah, that is brilliant. But for a person who actually loves to read and loves to get different perspectives and point of view in regards to things that I'm engaging in or being encouraged to, you know, engage in, I would have loved that. And again, this is just the first edition. So maybe, you know, the second edition will come out and it'll have, you know, a little bit more meat and potatoes in the guidebook. Ashe, ashe. But I did find that if you do some research on this creator, you know, he does get into details a little bit more. But look at that. And her funeral attire come through. Come through. Yeah, so that's the only negative. And it's really not even a negative, because now that I understand the thing, at least, you know, perception is everything. Perception is everything. I really feel as though that Mr. Krieger put it right in plain sight. He hit it right in plain sight, you know. And whatever it was given, let that be a starting point, you know, because that is the beauty of being a root worker. You know, oh, that's the point of being spiritual or religious. You know, you get to really create a bond between you and the energies, between you and your angels, you and your Lawaz Orishas, you and your herbs and plants and things like that. You're really making that bond and that connection. So, and I'm the type of teacher that I can't tell you everything, and I'm not gonna, you know, hold your hand and make sure that you're doing it. I'm going to give you the information, and the rest is going to be up to you to do. So for me personally, I do respect that. I have no issues with that. But for someone that is curious, or someone that is looking, you know, to get the most bang out of their buck, the guidebook was a little disappointing. Ashe. But overall, even with that, I give it a 9.5 out of 10, baby. I think that this deck is special. It shuffles very nicely. The cards do not get stuck at all. And again, you can riffle shuffle, but I will not be. But let your freak flag fly. Ashe. I think this was very well done, very well put together, very clean and precise, and it just gives you just enough to get your mind going, to open up to it. You know, look at the colors, the symbols that you see. Now that I'm thinking about it, the more and more that I talk about it, the more that I am grateful. I love Buck. I am grateful that, you know, there was some things where I could fill in the blank for myself. Yeah, so I take that back. For me personally, but yeah, those are my thoughts and my feelings. Let me know in the comments how you feel, how you rocking, what you think. What you think of the deck. Let me know. If you have the deck, how is it working out for you? Let's definitely chop it up. I would definitely love to talk to you about that. And again, you can find this on Etsy. You can even go and Google the Antique Blacks of Rootworker's Tarot. Or you can search Dogon Krieger, Ashe, and it should all pop up. Ashe. All right, fam, that's all I got. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Until next time, peace.